looking at the bigger picture, and this is now bringing the nation together and having a nation, which is really important. The incidences of the Gen Z in 2024 were clearly telling that we need to be careful as a country, we need to be careful as a nation, we need to have one indivisible Kenya. And the entry of ODM into government thereafter strengthened that particular position, and I think we have a running government right now. I want to pick from what the Honorable Dr. Makali Mulu has said, the fact that it is important to have a party like ODM for our country to be normal. I would like to buy that very well, because there is need for opposition and strong opposition. But when they come to government, then we believe and hope those others who are outside there will also form a strong opposition against this government. But even within the government itself, there is need for us to refocus a lot more on development, but not a lot more, it is our time. That notion really doesn't help a lot. Again, equitable development across the board, not because ODM was coming as the later born baby, and therefore there is a lot of attention and focus on the members of the ODM, and then forget about those who fought through Uhuru. You fought through Uhuru time, then you are here again, and you don't even have development in your backyard. That can kill.
You see that happen?
It happens. It happens because whenever you have a new entrant, there is a little bit more of scrutiny into the new entrant. How do they feel? Is the baby feeling very well? Do we need a lot more? We do a certain like Sada. So we have to be extremely careful, because there are those who have been fighting and they have been waiting, and they have given this opportunity. The opportunity has been brought in. You cannot sit on the table unless that has been done. So it has been occasioned out of a lot of sacrifice. So if they are not focused on, and it appears like a few fellows within that arrangement are the only ones who are benefiting, it is the Ambakias which is not across the board, then we can have more problems within even that particular coalition.
Listening to some of those pronouncements we hear, yo ngombe katwe nusu tuchukue.
You know, this is ODM versus UDA. I think we also need to, ODM as a party need to understand what UDA is. UDA is, I think, double ODM if we look at numbers, because we are looking at numbers. We are not saying Azimio. You see, what gave Raila 200,000 votes less than what President Ruto got is Azimio. It means it's a coalition of many parties. And therefore, they were able to have that level of bargaining. The level of bargaining should not be the Azimio Kenya Kwanza. The level of bargaining is ODM against UDA. So there is need to also scrutinize, what are you bringing on the table as ODM? Right. What is your stake? How can you argue your case here? Now, there is something that is also important for the stabilization within ODM is very, very important for this coalition to work. Because if they are not stable, if they are not together, even the negotiations will not proceed, because they will not have a common position. We have seen a bit of voices coming out of ODM, and I think they need to stick for those voices. They need to bring a little bit more of a cohesion within the party itself before they can move on. Right. The final thing is the trust handling of the trust within now, let's say, the parties themselves. Because parties are made of individuals, and individuals also elect their members. If a member does not feel very comfortable within a party, if the trust field looks like it's fading, if there appear to be some preferences, that can bring in division, and even members can jump out. So this is a very critical moment moving towards election. Of course, somebody has to, it's a survival, and the end justifies the means.
People are very uncomfortable, and the jitters are real. And before we even engage Wakili, let's take a short break. But even as we do that, remember the question we're asking online: do you see real leadership emerging from the united opposition? Use the hashtag Morning Cafe TV47. Remember, it's TV47.